I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete. I'm dancing.
Hello. So, sorry, I've just got Miss Dukes playing in the background. It's actually one of her old videos from like a year ago, but it was playing, so when I was out of the room, Enzo had some like background noise on. He's currently asleep, but I just ran quickly to the bedroom to make up some moving boxes because I have a big update on the old house front for you. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably would have already seen. But basically, we found out that the house we were due to move into was basically like riddled with mold, much like this one, but worse. So I got on to the welfare officer here and was basically like, I refuse to move into it. I'm sorry, I'm asthmatic. I have a 2-year-old with special needs and a newborn baby. I'm not doing it. I've already, unfortunately, had to expose my children to mould for all of their lives so far, being in this house, and I'm not willing to move into a house that's worse, basically. It's the long and short of it. And yeah, there was a lot of backwards and forwards, and basically we got offered a new house yesterday. And more excitingly, don't wake your brother up, more excitingly, it's actually a new build house. So I am beyond excited. Like, we're going to do all of the organisation, aren't we, Soph? All of it. We're going to do all of it? You going to help Mummy? Yeah. She's literally just woke up from a nap. Oh, she's seen a bit of tape on my leg. So yeah, she was literally napping at the same time as Enzo, so I took my opportunity to go and make up some boxes. So I have done that there. We still are going to need quite a few more, I think. But yeah, I'm basically going to make a start while he's still asleep and she's happy playing. I'm going to just start to kind of pack some bits up from the hallway cupboard. I need to find out, we're going to try and arrange removals. I need to find out from them whether I need to like empty drawers and stuff. I don't think we do. Well, not these ones anyway. And probably not like my Alex drawers, but the unit that we've got over here, because it's quite big, probably going to need to empty that. But yeah, I definitely need to empty this hallway cupboard, and I feel like obviously I'm literally right near where the children are, so I can keep an eye on them still. But yeah, I need to make a start on this. I'm going to basically start like decluttering as I go as well. I know I have done quite a few videos in the last kind of couple of months or so of like decluttering and stuff, and I've done the majority of this cupboard already, but I'm just going to kind of get rid of other bits as and when I kind of come across them. But yeah, the stress is real. Literally got about 3 weeks as I'm filming this to get this whole house packed up around a toddler and a newborn. Wish me luck. I've also like done something to my neck, like, I don't know, pulled a muscle or something right in the top of my shoulder, bottom of my neck, and it really hurts. So I'm gonna just do what I can. I just feel like I need to make a start, especially while baby's asleep. And I've got to help her, it would seem. Hello, so it is a number of days later. In fact, might be about a week later now. No, not quite a week. About half a week later, and we are in full get the house sorted mode, and oh my god, I cannot even explain to you how stressed I am. We have, so it's Monday as I'm filming this, and we have got 2 weeks on Thursday until the day we march in, and then we've got a week, I think a week and 1 day, so 8 days to get everything out of here and march out of here. So obviously we'll have to get everything out as soon as possible so we get a chance to actually deep clean it before the march out and do anything that needs doing. We've got our pre-march out next Thursday, I think. So we've got a little bit of time to kind of get things kind of in order enough that when the housing officer comes, she or he, whoever it is, can say what needs doing and everything else. But yeah, so I'm going to quickly flip you around and show you what our living room currently looks like. So I'm stood in the kitchen so you can kind of see the majority of our lounge and its current state. This unit is away from the wall because we painted this one yesterday, or Joe did. But yeah, it's very much at the getting worse before it gets better stage. Like everything is just like out. There's like bags of stuff that need to go to charity, bag of stuff I've put on like Facebook that people are coming to collect. There's boxes there that are kind of packed and ready to go. Obviously more boxes that need making up as we kind of go along. Just normal life stuff still out. We took down the lamps yesterday from in here just so it was done before we kind of forgot about it. And yeah, it's just a hot mess. I mean, look, and I've got like things that I need to do, like Soph's 2-year reviews in a couple of days, so I need to fill out the questionnaire, but it's currently just like lost under a bunch of crap. And then I'll show you our bedroom too. So our bedroom is equally as shit statey. There's just stuff everywhere, and I just cannot right now. You know what they say about like tidy house is a tidy mind and all of that, and I am one of those people that kind of live by that. So my mind right now, as if it wasn't bad enough like having a newborn and having sleepless nights because of that, I currently have sleepless nights because I'm constantly thinking about what needs doing. And it's a lot. So yeah, I'm obviously just trying to grab opportunities where I can. I have a 6-week-old and a 2-year-old, so it's kind of like easier said than done. We kind of just tag teamed over the weekend and did what we could while my 2-year-old was asleep, and kind of what I could around the 6-week-old. I had him in the carrier for quite a lot of the time. I managed to get like another box packed and just kind of farted about tidying bits and decluttering as I was going. But yeah, it's just like, I think the thing I'm finding the hardest obviously is navigating the children, because that's hard enough as it is, because it's like the mum guilt of just kind of like leaving my 2-year-old and getting on with stuff, but at the same time like it needs to be done, and it's only for the next couple of weeks, and then things will be back to normal until I'm unpacked anyway. But it's like keeping on top of normal life stuff, like still doing all the washing up, still trying to keep on top of the laundry, and you know, just general life stuff like that, as well as all the kind of admin of moving. Like I really need to write, I've partially written a to-do list, but I need to add some bits on there, like calling our broadband provider and like switching over that. I need to write a whole separate list of like addresses that need changing, because obviously there'll be ones that need to be done kind of immediately, like driving licenses and kind of things like that, and then ones that we can kind of do over the course of, you know, the next couple of weeks and stuff. But yeah, I just feel like my head right now is just... So I've been trying this afternoon actually to motivate myself, and I started watching that Stacey Solomon, like I think it's called like Sort Your Life Out or whatever thing, just to try and like motivate me, and it did, and it motivated me to go and sort my paperwork out, and I've managed to declutter probably half of our paperwork, so I need to shred that when Enzo wakes up. And yeah, I feel like I should feel so much better for having done that, but I really don't, because I look around and I'm like, it doesn't look to the eye like I've made that much difference, but I know I have. Oh, so annoying. But anyways, I'm probably not going to film anything else for today. I'm going to go get Soph because she's just woke up as well. I'm going to shred that stuff that I decluttered just to get that out of the way, and then I probably won't do anything else actually for the rest of today. I've actually got my mother-in-law coming up again in a couple of days' time, so I'm going to try and get some stuff done while she's here. But yeah, it's a lot. Good afternoon. I join you from behind my washing. Story of my life, to give you a bit of a housey update. Where am I going to put you? 1 minute. I am honestly so stressed because I've just come in the bedroom to hang this clean washing, and 1 minute, let me show you. I literally cannot, I have nowhere to stand because there's boxes everywhere, there's just stuff everywhere. 1 minute, my brain actually hurts me sometimes. I was in the middle of making coffee just before I emptied the washing machine. I thought I'd empty the washing machine while I was waiting for it, so let me just go get that and relax. Right, so where even am I at? I think the last time I spoke to you, I'd literally just started packing. Obviously we got offered the new house, and got our appointments through for like March in and out, March into that place and March out of this place. So it's all been kind of like go, go, go. This, I think the last time I spoke to you was almost a week ago. And yeah, we've spoken to the removals people to try and get that booked in for the day after we march into the new place, just to kind of give us a bit of time because Joe's on a course the same day we march in, so he can't. I'm gonna like multitask and get this washing done while I talk to you. Yeah, he can't stay for too long at the house, and obviously I would have at very least Enzo, although my mother-in-law is planning to come down for the day to obviously help with Soph. So yeah, it's like I say, it's all been kind of just go, go, go at the minute. We don't obviously know if we're going to get removals or not, just because it is such a tight time frame. But yeah, we've kind of started packing, and I don't know if it's all just going to have to be undone and them do it all, or I don't really know what the deal is. But I was saying to Joe earlier, I don't want to do any more packing in case they have to undo everything we've already done, because we're not using like official moving boxes at the moment. And that is purely because obviously if we are waiting for that to happen and it doesn't, we need to arrange things for ourselves and get started. So does that make any sense? I don't know if it does. Yeah, obviously if we can't get removals booked in time, we're going to have to move ourselves. And if I basically don't do anything until we find that out, it means that I will be very, very far behind on like packing and stuff. But yeah, I am, like I say, trying to kind of keep on top of life, trying to do life. Like I've got someone coming out this afternoon from like the health visitor team kind of thing, to help me with some like breastfeeding support and stuff. So I've been kind of just sorting the house out a little bit for that. Obviously I'm doing laundry right now, and then what I need to do is, in between finishing this and going waiting for this woman to arrive, I'm going to go through the kitchen cupboards and just kind of declutter some stuff, like any kind of stuff that we're not going to use or whatever, either in the next 2 weeks or at all. So yeah, I will show you what I'm working with in a minute once I've done this. But basically this room is a representation of the whole house right now, minus Soph's room. Soph's room's like calm and collected. The rest of this house is utter chaos. So granted, I have tidied up a little bit, like I say, because that woman's coming, but this is what we're currently working with. It's literally just like stuff everywhere, like stuff that needs to go to charity, stuff that's being like collected off Facebook, painting stuff so we can finish painting, stuff that needs to go on Vinted, boxes that are either packed or made up to pack, and then there's just like stuff up there. The kitchen is remotely tidy. There's obviously washing up, but what's new? But yeah, it's just chaos. I know it just is what it is, and it's only going to be like this for a few weeks, but it just stresses me out. I'm one of those people, like, I thrive from, like, I'm like tidy house, tidy mind. It's me. It's just me. So this is a lot. I'm hoping Joe will text soon and say whether he's heard back from the removals people yet. And then they need to arrange a day to come around and have a look at everything. And then we'll go from there. But like I say, it's literally like 2.5 weeks away. It's just stressing me out so much. But yeah, anyways, while Enzo is still asleep, and I think Sophie's, she's not long fallen asleep, I don't think. Yeah, she's still asleep. I'm gonna do some sorting in here. I've done most of our like glassware and stuff now. That one's fine because it's mostly stuff we are using, but I really need to sort out like this cupboard. It's just kind of a bit messy, and I need to like clean this. It's obviously just like oil and stuff, but I need to like kind of take it all out and give it all a clean, see if there's anything that needs to be got rid of and stuff like that. I've done all the drawers the other day actually while I had Enzo in the carrier. Sorry, my dryer's going. And then I think I just need to kind of go through all of this stuff. I've done everything else fairly recently, and then again, that's all just kind of stuff we are like eating and stuff, so that's fine. They can go. Christmas crackers. It's middle of February now, and they are open, so they can go. And yeah, I just need to have a general sort out. Like I say, this one I was doing the other day and kind of tried to just leave out bits that either, like I say, we're going to use, or yeah, we're going to use up like tea bags and stuff, or use to drink from. Oh my god. But yeah, all of this stuff needs to go. I think I'm just going to get rid of these like Kilner glass cup mug things, and yeah, I just, the thing is with me, it's always like all good intentions, and like I motivate myself, and then I come to it and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just sit down real quick, and then I never go back to it. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab my coffee to hopefully kind of spur me on to doing this and try and just get something done while I'm waiting to hear about these freaking removals. Okay, so I've done the first cupboard, and this is just a selection of stuff that's going to go. I've got a couple of bits for recycling, a couple of bits to just like see if my dad wants, for example, and then this is what we are left with. It's obviously stuff that I don't know if we're going to use in the next 2 weeks, but we will use obviously when we move. And I've managed to clean this all up. I've literally just used some elbow grease and like a minky sponge thing just to scrub off all the oil that was on there. So that is all done. This one, like I say, is pretty much stuff that we kind of use on the regular, so like bread stuff, eggs, stuff for the toast, obviously crockery and what have you. So I could probably take all these bits out and put them in the hallway cupboard with our other recipe books. These are all of our like Gusto cards and things like that. So I'm going to pop these in here with these recipe books so they're all together. And then yeah, I just need to do these two, have a little sort out, make sure everything in here is kind of staying, and get rid of anything that is either out of date or not going to be used. Right, it looks a mess, but this one is now done. I've got a couple more bits to get rid of. Feeling pretty good. Now that I'm like getting rid of stuff, I'm like, okay, there's less to pack, less to use up, things like that. Hello. So it's about maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks since I last filmed a kind of like update bit. And how I look is basically how I feel right now. Let me tell you, do not, under any circumstances, try and move house and then contract COVID 2 weeks before when you have a toddler and a newborn. Just don't do it. Don't do it. It's not fun, it's not big, it's not clever, nor was it intentional, I might add, but it's not been fun. Not been a fun ride at all. But on the somewhat positive side of it is Joe's had an extra couple of days off because obviously he had COVID as well. We've all had it, unfortunately, even the baby, which breaks my mama heart so much. But while he has been off, despite us all feeling like absolute dog crap, we've just got on and tried to pack as much as we could and just kind of get on top of things, decorating, cleaning, just making kind of a head start on things, because as I'm filming this, it is exactly a week today until the removals people come. They will be here right now, actually, which is weird. So weird to think about. So yeah, we've literally got a week. My house currently just looks like an IKEA warehouse right now. There's boxes and just stuff everywhere, and I think I said in the last update, I think the thing I'm struggling with the most is just trying to keep on top of like everyday life stuff, like laundry and washing up and grocery shopping and just stupid things like that you still have to do. Everything else can slip, but you still have to do that. You still have to remember to put the bins out. You still have to just, life. Trying to do that around obviously looking after 2 children, one of which is fortunately really good at independent playing, and she does that most of the time at the minute, with the help of the TV. And I'm not even ashamed to say that, because you got to do what you got to do, haven't you? So yeah, just I'll spin you around quickly and show you a quick update. We have got the like housing people coming around in a couple of hours now, to do our like pre-march out, which essentially, for any of you the guys that aren't like military or anything, it's just where someone comes around and tells you what you need to do, ready for when you move out and stuff like that. So if anything needs redecorating or whatever, and I'm hoping they give us a list as well of kind of like what the rules are now in terms of like what needs to be cleaned and things like that. I have like a rough idea in my head, but I just want to make sure I know what we're doing. I just packed all that. Literally at that really awkward point where you're just like, am I going to need that in the next 2 weeks? Not a highlighter, but in general. And then like you're just kind of looking around and you just feel like you've accomplished so much, but everything still looks like an absolute shithole. You're like, how? But yeah, anyway, I'm going to show you the progress. I haven't actually filmed any like B-roll or anything of us packing because it has just been an absolute shite show. I've either got my boobs hanging out because obviously feeding the baby, or like we're just running around like headless chickens, so I haven't filmed any of that stuff. It has merely been these kind of like little chatty updates. Anyway, I'll show you the mayhem. So I already kind of showed you briefly in here, but what we're trying to do is keep everything that we would like to come with us, so like in the car or anything that we're going to need immediately, so like suitcases with our clothes and stuff in, or like these pictures that can't really be wrapped or anything, and like TV and all those sorts of things, are in our bedroom, just so we can say on removals day, everything in the rest of the house can go on the van, everything in the main bedroom is to go with us. So I'm trying to make it like obviously easier. So yeah, I've got all of like my ring light, Cricut, car paperwork, just stuff that we're gonna want access to, obviously like the pictures and stuff. And then that's just our shed. Soph's room basically looks exactly the same.
because she's kind of in and out of here often anyway. Most of her wardrobe is empty now. Most of this is empty. Just literally need to take this down. Obviously her cot, but we can't do that until the day we move. Bathroom doesn't have much in it. Airing cupboard still needs a bit of a sort out, like all of this stuff down here. Oh, there's another box in there. Didn't realise I need to hang that door back up as well. These still have some stuff in, I think. The kitchen needs doing completely. I think the only drawer I've done is like this one. And I've literally just done this one here. I've just got a couple of odds and sods in and that's it. And then the living room. It's, yeah. It's just a bit of a kind of free-for-all at the moment. We've had a bit of an organisation this morning and we've, again, tried to kind of keep things fairly organised in terms of stacking the boxes and things just so it looks a little less cluttered, because when you have to look at this all the time, it just messes with your head, doesn't it? So, yeah, we've tried to keep things fairly organised. And, yeah, the only part of the house that, although it has been touched in terms of stuff has been taken out, the only room that I kind of like keep normal is this part, like the living room, just because obviously we use it every day and we obviously sit here in the evening, so it's nice to have one space that's not full of boxes and just kind of remotely organised. But yeah, that is kind of where we're at for now. I will update maybe once the pre-march out has been done, because I know quite a lot of you guys are really interested in how all like the military stuff works, like in terms of moving and things like that. So I'll update on what she says later on. I'm hoping it will be fairly minimal, whatever she says, but you never know, do you? But yeah, it's getting real now, rather exciting. I just want to get in there now. I just want to get in there. But yeah, anyway, I'll speak to you in a bit. So the lady has been, well, quite some hours ago now, and we have just spent the last couple of hours doing some of the things that she's basically asked us to do, or summoned us to do. Those being like clearing some of the stuff in the garden, which we're going to have to do anyway. Cleaning the inside of the windows, which again knew I'd have to do, and it always seems like such an arduous job, and then when it's done it's so much better. I've only actually got, I was going to say I've only got 2 windows left, but I've got 3, technically 4. The bathroom shouldn't be too bad though, because I've done that fairly recently, well, a couple of months ago. But it shouldn't be too bad because I'd done our bedroom rather a couple of months ago as well, and I just done that one again and it was okay. Whereas like this one, I'll show you in here. I'm hoping there's no spiders in here. It's just like, yeah, all of this stuff needs cleaning, and then obviously the inside and outside of the glass. But I have booked a window cleaner to come, not next week but the week after, to do the outside, because I really just don't want to stand around in the cold on a ladder getting wet, to be quite honest. I don't mind doing the inside, that's fine, but I've booked to get the outside done, so that's that. Yeah, we've just got a massive load of stuff to go to the tip, which I think Joe's going to possibly do tomorrow. He took some bits up to the Blue Cross earlier as well, some like old towels and stuff, so that's those out of the way. And the next job is, once we're clear of COVID for a couple of days, to stick like the like Facebook stuff on Facebook and take the stuff to the charity shop and things like that. So yeah, feeling pretty good. They've managed to synchronise a nap again, which is awesome, but I will probably like cut the vlog for now because I know how irritating that music is, and I will probably either catch you march-in day, or that might be a separate vlog, I'm not 100% sure. Watch this space.
I am on my way. I won't slow down.